What's up now, friends? So I've had a few requests about repotting your houseplants. I am going to be going into further detail on some other videos, but I was just checking in on my Anthurium, and I was like, something's not really feeling too right with this guy, so I thought I'd take a look, and I have noticed actually how root bound he is. So I'll just come up and show you guys. So this is a huge indication that this plant wants to be put into a slightly bigger pot. Now Anthuriums don't really mind being a bit root bound, but even for this I'd say this is maybe a little bit too much. So I'm going to leave this one here for a moment. So originally I did go and I had one of these lying around, and this would be the next size up, but actually putting him into that, he's not really fitting. So I have got, my only next one up is this guy, and because of the lockdown and everything like that, I can't actually go and get anything, so I'm just going to be making do with what I've got. So this one is maybe slightly too big, but I'm hoping it's going to be fine. And then let's just move him out of the way for a little bit. So if I lie down, I'm also expecting a delivery, so if there's a knock or something soon, I dash away, it's going to be because of that. So here as well, I've got my own mix of epiphyte compost, more for tropical epiphytes, because there are some kind of desert ones that prefer a bit more of just a rockier substrate rather than this. So it's a mixture of coconut core, perlite in there, grit sand, there's orchid bark, there's moss, there's activated charcoal, and there's slow release fertilizer. So I kind of prefer using a bit of a slow release fertilizer to using kind of liquid ones. So what I'm going to do, I am going to put a little bit of this medium just in the bottom, and hopefully this mix is going to be really nice, light and airy for the plant. So I've put in about maybe an inch. What I'm going to do is just kind of check how that's doing. That's kind of a good amount, and that levels up perfect. What I'm also going to do, because this is quite tight and quite together, is just untangle the roots quite carefully. If something breaks, I'm not going to be too worried. The roots are the fastest bit of the plant to grow, but I do just want to kind of untwine them a little bit so they're not kind of so gathered up, and get some oxygen back in there. So there. I do quite like removing the majority of the compost when I repot. That is just in case there's any pests, and I don't want to transfer those pests into the new pot. And sometimes the medium might not always be ideal that the growers have kind of put them in. So it's a little bit barky, but I wouldn't say this is aerated enough for a species like this. So now I've got all of that. Look at that, that's so nice. I'm loving it. Let's move that back out of the way. I've had to put this sheet down because there is no way I'm repotting house plants in my flat, because I make a mess. So I'm going to try and get all those roots back in. It's great. So oh, there's so many of them. Yeah. I'm also maybe thinking even this pot's not the best size, but he's got a lot of roots there. See that going up? Yeah, I'm happy with that. Cool. So now that I'm happy with that, I'm just going to get some of my potting medium and put them in there. I'm not kind of like compressing too much, because you don't want to kind of really squeeze them in and then those roots not be able to move. I'm getting there just a little bit more. I think just need to get some of those roots covered. And what I'm going to do as well with this one is put some moss on the top to kind of help with the humidity, because these guys really do prefer a more humid environment. And then give it a nice water as well. So these guys can have a little bit of an adverse reaction to tap water. Usually I just use tap water on my houseplants because I actually can't be bothered with collecting rainwater, but over winter I have, and I'm kind of using that for plants that really need it. So now that I'm happy with that, this pot's going to be way too small for it now, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to water it into this. And yeah, got some rainwater in here. It's going to hopefully help the plant settle into the new surroundings and into that new medium. Pesky fly get it going. There we go. So now I'm going to have to try and find and move some of my plants around now, but there we go, there is a quick repotting guide. And like I said, I was going to be doing repotting and propping workshops this summer. What I'm doing, I'm going to be trying to make them into shorter, more user kind of like, I can't think of a word, user-friendly, a bit easier for you to kind of take in. So I'm going to go through all kind of like root systems, how to tell when your plants need to be repotted and what could be making them look like they need to be repotted, all the different kind of like mediums you can be using. So yeah, keep an eye on here, and I hope my delivery is going to be here soon. So thanks guys, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, or if you've got any suggestions, because that would be fantastic. Thanks for watching guys, bye.